People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Seven on Blue Sky and YouTube, people elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located at Purple Butterfly dash soaps dot myshopify.com, my blog Purple Butterfly dash people.blogspot.com. And today I'm going to remake the Apple Orchard Swirl. Um, used to be called the Apple Orchard Tiger Stripe with an arbitrary purple, or the purple apple swirl. This is going to be a in the pot swirl. We're using Nature's Garden Apple Orchard fragrance oil again. And the colors are brambleberry red, seafoam green in place of the maniacal pea green. I believe that's bright yellow raincoat, which is the same as the original. And in place of the purple, we now have a blue tide. Yeah. Seafoam green. I was right. Bright yellow raincoat. Yeah. And brambleberry red, which actually gives a true red instead of something that fades when saponification hits. So yeah, there's that. Let me put these up right quick. This soap is a vegan soap. It's made with soy short, olive oil, and canola oil. The original had that recipe, so since I'm remaking the same recipe, I went out and bought some olive oil, and I already had soy short, and I have a brand new bottle of canola oil, but turns out the bottle of canola oil I already had exactly 44 ounces in it, which is exactly the amount I needed. Well, actually, it has 44.5. But, what's a tablespoon? So I have everything set up here. Um, let's see, tiger stripe swirl with an arbitrary purple stripe. Uh, it's going to be in a different mode this time, though. It's going to be in my number 12, which is this one. So this will give 12 bars that are actually larger than the original instead of 9 bars, which are smaller, because when I made that particular soap in the past, I was basically making a double batch so I could make the iced gingerbread man and the tiger stripe swirl. Well, I mixed up the same amount, so I'm probably going to have an overflow, but it's all going into this one, and then we'll worry about the rest later. Okay, let me move this over. I made the oil mixture earlier today, so since soy short is actually a solid oil, and then we have the two liquid oils, I'm going to depend on the heat transfer from the lye to re-liquefy this, because right now it's semi-solid, as you can tell. Look at that. I was going to leave it overnight and make this tomorrow, but I'm in the mood to make the soap. I've already added the fragrance oil. So, yeah. Now, the only drawback to doing it this way is mixing up the colors. I usually do that with the soap being the oils being completely liquid. But I can't do that if it's semi-solid. But I have a solution for that. I'm going to heat it up in the microwave right quick. Just a little bit of it, so that way I can pour a little in each cup. That probably didn't make sense, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. Because the oil measure comes out of the oils for the batch instead of extra oil. Well, I could use extra oil, but I'm going to do it from the batch. And we'll give that 1 minute or possibly less time. Because my microwave is making a bunch of fun sounds right now. Okay, 30 seconds and it's completely liquid now. So, yeah. So we're going to pour a little in here and a little in here, a little in here, a little in here, and the rest can go back in here. Okay. And we're going to stir the lightest color first. Mica's instantly dissolved in oil. And it's giving me this gorgeous color. Isn't that beautiful? And then from there, we'll go with the green, because the other two colors are darker. Perhaps I should have, no, the red will take over actually. Let's see, foam green. Actually, let's do the red next. Because if I do the blue first and then put the red in there, I'm going to get some purple tinges. And that's not what I'm going for this time. A true red. And then blue tide. Blue tide seems to be a turquoisey type blue. Might be a little too close in color to the seafoam green. But that's what I got right now. I did not anticipate that. So, yeah. That's going to be an interesting combination. This is going to be an in the pot swirl, so it's not really going to matter. But, yeah. I was not expecting that. Okay. My strainer. And my shield. Well, let's clean off the shield. There's a big old piece of oil right there. There we go. There we go. Now I feel normal. And it's 91 degrees in this city, so I am not wearing long sleeves. Hopefully that will not be a decision that comes back to bite me in the butt. Get every little drop of that. And I can see that it's starting to get liquid because the lye is already reacting to the oils and turning the solid oil back into a liquid. But let's help it along. Well, that's coming to trace really quickly. Well, I went right past emulsification to a light trace, so it's time to separate these colors. Otherwise, I won't have time to. This is moving very quickly. Oh, let's just move this here. Okay. Move everything over. Since it's moving very quickly, I'm not going to take any chances. We're just going to get it done. Well, that kind of milkied up the yellow. But it's okay. I'm just going to pour this in there. And then this right there. And then this. And then this. That's already starting to thicken up. Very quickly, I might add. Now to do it in the pot swirl, after I dumped all the colors in, we swirl around once, right through the middle, pull it out, and you're done with the swirl. And then you just pour it right on into the mold and let the magic happen. And it mixes the colors all by itself. Well, look at that, no overflow needed. I measured that rather well, I do say so myself. See that stripe? Yeah, it's not coming out of there. Whew. I got in rush mode and now I'm winded. And then, of course, the batch accelerates, so that didn't help any either. But since this is made with soy short, even if it looks like it's ready to cut tomorrow, it's going to get an extra day for the simple fact that that's what soy short does. And then it'll take forever to harden up to cuttable distance, or aspect rather. Okay. Whew. Half of it's leaning that way, so we'll tilt it that way. Now, let's get this. And then this. The rest will go into an overflow mode. And then this. Okay. That's so pretty. I'll show you what I got in a minute. I need to find my chopstick. Well, overflow mode is trying to get in on the action. There we go. A little signature plop. Look at that. Whew. I admit that's the quickest in the pie swirl I have ever done. I need to change my gloves. Make sure I don't need to neutralize. Ah, okay. Give me a second. Getting a glove on a hand that was previously gloved is not easy because, you know, there's sweat and then your hands don't want to just slide right on in there. So that makes it a bit of a challenge. Yeah. Let's make this. Okay. Let's take a picture. Let's see, new camera, let me do that. I think it will. Okay. Whew. It's a good thing that some things don't change. Because, yeah, that would have been a challenge. Take a picture after everything is already done, because this basically is a 5-pound load. It's not easy to lift in this liquid state like this. So I'm not going to lift it. I'm going to slide it. If that makes sense. Okay. Let's put this over here. This is going to slide on over there. And then the overflow mode, try to escape. We're just going to go ahead and scoop all of this into those. Oh, my back is already tight. I remember when I used to be able to make 6 or 7 soaps in one day. No problem. Now it's like one soap in a day has me in pain for over a week, which is why I don't make soaps every day anymore. But that's what happens when you're disabled. The is able part of your day becomes a bit of a challenge. Oh, and my neighbor is having an anxiety attack apparently. I can hear him up there slamming things around. I pray for him to have peace. So now all of this is going to go in there. Damn, smells amazing. Apple orchard is one of my favorite scents. In fact, at one point in time, every single face soap I made was scented with this particular scent because the scent of apples wakes you up, or at least wakes me up. And I was making it for my family and for myself, so I went with what I liked. And then I started making soap for other people. So then I came up with different scents for different people, different occasions. And just because I can't let a good scent stay on the shelf, apparently. So I started having those parties and making soaps after that for different designs and different scents. Oh, goodness. Let me put this away. Whew. I can take the shield off now, but I got soap on my hands, so I don't want to get it on my shield, which is why I had to clean up the shield before I even got started. And I don't want to risk getting it too close to my face until after it's time to, be done and neutralize and all that good stuff. And then I've got to put the shield back down because I can do something that could cause a splash. supposed to get that done. And now you can see how well my new camera uploads. I definitely have enough memory to hold a video this size without having to erase or delete anything. But I don't know about the upload time and all that because I only had this camera for about half a month. Just get that little design on the top. Whew. And that's what we have now. Whew. I'm sweating buckets. And I can't wipe it off because raw soap. Yeah. Whew. This has been P+7 on Blue Sky and YouTube. People elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located Purple Butterfly soaps.myshopify.com. My blog Purple Butterfly people.blogspot.com. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to stay blessed, stay safe, and hit that like button. Yeah. There you go. And check that out. I have a dot bracelet. If I meet somebody in person and they go past it with their camera, it pops up my website. Whew. And my YouTube. Ah, goodness gracious. I love making soap, but on a 91-degree day, it could be a little challenging. My air conditioner is on 73, but apparently it's struggling because it's hot in here. This has been People. Bye now. There's the Apple Orchard Swirl. Is that gorgeous or what? Blue Tide, Seafoam Green. The yellow got a little murky, but it's okay. You can still tell it's yellow. And then Brambleberry Red. And then there's the Overflow. Whew. I'm finna put all this to sleep now. And that's a good idea for myself too. because it's 10 o'clock at night. Y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that like button. Bye now.